Do. Okay, boom. Gotta turn the thing around. That. And pin that. Wham. Bridget, what's good? Cool. Check out these guys right now. Yep, starting to pull away. Perfect. Nice. Hey. Is it Thursday? Damn, already? No, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Right? Am I tripping out? What's cooking? Not much. Tonight we're going to be doing a nice braised rib ramen. Or like a type of ramen. And then we're just going to do a really easy banana split. I was just thinking about just doing something really simple. Because I got to have like a shorter live stream today. Just because... You're damn right I've owned this hoodie for 20 years. It's one of my most comfortable hoodies, bro. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to do a shorter live stream today just because we're going to go pick up Rosemary from the grandparents' house and all that. So right now I got some ribs been braising kind of for the last, I'm going to say about 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours on like ultra low. So that's going to be braising for another 30 minutes. I'm going to try to take it off the bone a little bit. Reglaze it, and I'm going to just go ahead and bake it in the oven at like 425 so we get a nice little crisp on it. And it should be enough to kind of hopefully fall apart. But it's still very tender, but also like have its like structural integrity. And Chris, how are you, man? It's great to see you on here, dude. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we're also going to do up a little bit of nice fresh ramen. Boom. I'm going to actually be boiling this ramen in the... in the braising stock to see if it gives off more of that really good kind of barbecue flavor, like barbecue sauce flavor. Dreaming of ribs now? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Get your barbecue out, baby. Yeah, and then so I'm just going to be boiling them off. Then I'm going to do serve it simply with a bit of like a little bit of cabbage, I think, a little bit of sprouts. Show the rib braising. Here, check this out. So... Again, that's been going on for a little bit here, right? What's awesome about it is that, again, you can start seeing like the bones starting to come off the meat, right? That's always a good sign. It means it's starting to actually shrink, which is great. And the meat's actually like really, really good, starting to shred. But ideally, you want to pull this out, let it rest. I'm actually going to let it braise for another about 30 more minutes. Okay, and the braising liquid is just a mixture of like liquid smoke, a little bit of like the, what am I using today? The Diana sauce, a little bit of Chinese 5-spice, sesame oil, chicken stock, a little bit of mushroom stock as well. Shams, thanks so much for the follow, man. Iron Maiden, what is good, dude? Good to see you, man. How are you? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Yeah, so that's going to go. Going to keep it on low. Again, you don't want to like have rapid boil because you don't want to seize up the rib meat, so you want it to remain tender. Yeah, the liquid smoke, yo, it has so many uses too, hey? What I really love about liquid smoke too is that if you just add like a drop or two when you make like a type of mayonnaise, you have basically like a smoky type of like mayonnaise. So if you're making like chipotle sauce, add a hit of like hickory smoke or applewood smoke, and it'll give you this like really smoky overtone to go with the smoked nature of the chipotle spice, which is awesome. I'm doing really well, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How's your guys' Tuesday? I hope it was actually a really good start to your week overall. Hopefully nothing too stressful. Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to let that go, do its thing. I got my oven preheated here, 425. And then I got the water in the back going. In garlic aioli, that'll be fire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just a small, like a dot of like liquid smoke, because it goes a long way. The other thing, like I always say too, is if you got liquid smoke, or if you don't have a smoker, if you have liquid smoke, can I make oven baked water? Man, you talking like what do you call it? Like when you like go get bags of steam from the grocery store? Yeah, so what I was saying is like you can do if you have Kelly, what's good, man? How are you? Happy Tuesday. It's great to see you. If you have liquid smoke, one of the coolest things you can do is go grab yourself a cup or like just like a container, right? Fill it halfway, or like put a cup of salt in there and a drop or two of office was closed. Hey, right on, dude. That means a day off, right? Yeah, just a drop or two of the liquid smoke into the salt, give it a stir, and then just lay it out onto a sheet pan, right? Throw it in the oven at 300 degrees. Let that bake for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, right? Leave it out, let it dry, and then recrumble it. So what you're left with is essentially smoked salt, which is awesome. Okay, so that's gonna go. Let's go ahead and season my water real quick. Okay, about a tablespoon and a half of salt, just to make sure that the noodles are seasoned. How's the broth on this? Hopefully it's not too... Oh yeah, nice, sweet. Some lobster secrets. Oh, I know. Where you are, absolutely lobster's cheap. Oh my God. To be honest with you, man. Wait, can you have cream? Right? You can't have cream, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it just gluten for you? If you can do like a certain type of cream sauce, banana cream sauce is, oh, you can't do cream? Oh yeah, it's gluten. Yo, because if you can do like a lobster cream sauce, that shit is amazing. But I would also look up, there's like a type of Chinese style way of cooking lobster where you can. Okay, sweet. Yeah, yo, learn like a lobster Alfredo sauce. Like it's just a garlic and cream sauce with a hit of fresh lemon, with good big chunks of lobster in it, and it's fundamentally it's easy. It's relatively easy to make, cheap, and all that good stuff. What ingredients am I using for the banana split? Essentially, I'm just using Neapolitan ice cream. It's going to be, yeah, and then you can serve it on linguine, on spaghetti. You can do it with penne. You can also, oh, here's another one for lobster. Is you take chorizo sausage. You can find it gluten-free as well. You put that into a pan, saute it up. You can either crumble it, like you can either take it out of the casing and crumble it, or you can just slice like little rings, saute that in a pan. Yeah, add your lobster to that when like the sausage is almost all the way cooked. Give it a stir. You're going to add in just a little bit of white onions to it, a little bit of garlic. Saute that till they're soft, and you're going to add white wine to deglaze. Get the bottom scraped off, and then you're going to add a hit of cream. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Let that reduce down. Excuse me. And then, yeah, and then just like serve it over top of a little bit of pasta and then a fresh squeeze of that lemon. It's awesome. Yeah, so ingredients for the banana splitter is just Neapolitan ice cream. It's going to be obviously sliced bananas. I'm just going to use a quarter of a banana, or sorry, like half a banana in quarters. Yeah, instead of peanuts, I was actually going to use these crushed up. I crushed up these like they're like peanut butter M&Ms. So that's going to be a really nice textural difference. I'm going to use a little bit of caramel, a little bit of what do you call it? Just chocolate sauce that I have for like making milk, like chocolate milk. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I might even cut up like a ice cream bar for it just to put out on top, but I don't know. We'll see what happens here. You know what I'm saying? No woman, no cry. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Right on, right on. Okay, so I got my water in the back just boiling. I'm going to go ahead and get my noodles ready. Toss that shit in there. Okay, so Boom. And then, yeah, so for the veg, it's just going to be chopped up. I have like coleslaw mix, so instead of having to chop up the cabbage myself, I'll just do that. A little bit of hit of that on the side. I also have a little bit of, what do you call it, bean sprouts. I'm going to serve that on the side cold. Yeah, so the idea here is I'm going to boil off the, what do you call it, the ramen, get that into a strainer after it's cooked. Maybe it takes about 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to cool it down with some cold water to give it a rinse, just to make sure that it doesn't stick. And it stops the continuation of the cook. Then I'm going to take some of this broth out and put it into the pot. And then I'm going to make like a miso type of barbecue sauce. Or like, because it already has a lot of pork collagen. And I also have some of this really nice pork barbecue broth that I had from the last time I cooked. I believe it was pork short ribs. So it's going to add this really good bulk of like barbecue savory flavor, which I think is going to be awesome. Okay, so then I'm going to make the ramen stock out of that. How are we looking? Actually, that's actually not too bad. I'm going to actually go ahead and pull these now, and I'm going to let them rest. Okay. Yeah, nice. They're starting to pull away from the bone a lot, so... Bam, because the idea here at the end of the day is I'm actually going to take these off the bone. Not all of it. I'm also going to reserve some. Maybe like take 2 racks, freeze it. And then I'm actually going to take some of the meat completely off the bone. So then at least we're not fucking with it when we're trying to eat the soup. And it should just be nice, soft strands of beef. You can't find QP mayo in New Brunswick? Do they not have like a... Y'all don't have like an Asian market there or something? Which I find crazy. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild to me at least. Okay, so I got that boiling. Let's go ahead. Get these hits of pasta in there. Your town is 15. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, I often forget that. I'm like, damn. Well, what's the closest big city to you? There's one Philippine. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. How's Amazon delivery out there? Keeping in mind though, yeah, Moncton. Oh man, it's like what? Hour and a half away? 45 minutes away? I'm not actually quite sure. Okay, so these noodles should only take roughly about 2 minutes once they reach a boil again. Not how you drive. Yeah, I figured. Oh, I know. Oh, I know, bro. Let's get these decks out of here. Boom. Yeah, because I'm surprised. Like, in even Moncton probably wouldn't have like an Asian style market, right? I assume. Like, it's QP. It's QIEPIE. Q pie mayo. or you can call it Japanese mayo. Okay, what are we looking at here? That's nice. Right on. Okay, so I'm going to actually go ahead and move a couple racks to the board. Okay. Because I'm going to reserve 2 of these for another day. All right, and then in the back, I'm just going to let that just ride, and then I'm going to actually skim it to get some of that fat off there. Moncton is smaller than Airdrie. Really? I thought it was actually a lot more people than that. Damn. Yeah, but definitely check it out, because I think as long as you get like Amazon, then all of New Brunswick, damn. Shit. Yeah, but I figured if you have a decent enough Amazon delivery system out there, then yeah, I would recommend though if you do get the QP mayo, get like a bunch of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, if it's like impossible to get out there physically and you can just order it, yeah, that's that's the move, I think. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and strain out these noodles. I think they're pretty much good to go. Okay, they should have a good amount of sponge. What's the core look like? At least a couple more minutes. Just because the inside's still very starchy, so I just want to make sure that when I cool it down, it's actually cooked all the way to its core. Right, super important. Angela, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. Also, fun fact. Yeah, last night it snowed here. How about that? Fuck. Oh, man. I don't know where everyone else is right now, but like, I don't know. Did anyone else get snow last night? Because it was wild. It's not like it was cold or anything, but like, it's end of April. I'm like, yo, what's all this about? Like, Banff got hit so hard with snow. It was slushy as a motherfucker for sure. Fishing, thank you so much for the rose, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's nuts. Like, for some reason, I'm like, hey, what is this? Yo, because then I had one of our other guys that usually comes on here, Rory. He's telling me out in like southern Ontario, like he was just chilling. It was like 29 degrees. It's like, goddamn, 29 is nuts. Yeah, and that's usually how it is. Because I know a lot of people who do plant stuff, like just regular ass plants, and they start all their stuff in like the garage. It was 25, bro. Come on, that's awesome. That's wicked. Yeah, because my buddy Roy was just telling me all about how like Ontario, like earlier in the week it was like 29 or something. I'm like, golly, what's that like? That's awesome. Sweltering. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and strain out my pasta or my ramen noodles. Bam. Put that back on the heat for a second. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse the noodles just so it just stops cooking. Okay, and it's always good to do this, especially with like things that are buckwheat noodle based or any type of like ramen noodle, because essentially the best way to get the best consistency out of your noodles is to always blanch them till they're cooked and then stop the cooking on them. So that usually means by just simply just what do you call it? Just giving them a quick rinse in cold water. Okay, so in the back pan here, I have a little bit of this like really collagen rich pork stock that we had from the last time I cooked beef ribs, which was a few days ago. Golly, yeah, you damn right, son. Northern Ontario, it's 10 plus degrees today, but cloudy. Oh man, so it's mostly like, I think like more like the southern Ontario is getting like the best weather right now. It snowed in Edmonton, yeah, because I saw pictures of Banff and it was nuts. Which is it's just gnarly for us because like I wasn't expecting it, but at least on the plus side, it's like still warm, so it's all going to be like defrosted or melted by the next couple days, I figure. Okay, so I got some of that in, so that's going to be a really rich barbecue flavor. Yeah. So what I want to do, fine, I'll just do this. Yo, 3 bags. See, now that's a bargain. Right now, QP Mayo is going for, I believe, like, depends on the size of the bottle, too. But that's to me, that's a pretty good price. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just scooping out a little bit of the broth from the braising liquid and putting it into with the original pork stock. So we're using it as like the pork stock initially as like a master stock. Okay, and we're just gonna let this thing come up to heat. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, so for the ribs, now that they're slightly cooled off, yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and start just trimming the bones off a little bit, just because I want to have the rib pieces be more just meat, so you don't have to mess with them as much while you're eating. So it's a much easier eating experience. Okay. Okay, just gotta trim that off. Bam. Cool. And at this point too, you can also keep the bones if you wanted to. You can go ahead and re-roast them, all that stuff. So you can kind of recreate more stock with them if you really, really wanted to. If you don't have pork stock, you can go ahead and just take the broth from your braising liquid and use that just instead. But if you wanted to add in any extra stock to it, instead of pork stock, you can also use beef stock, chicken stock. Like, you're still pretty good to do that. Okay, just going to separate that out. Okay, yeah, this definitely could have gone maybe another at least hour or so, but we're good. I think this is almost there. Okay, turn the heat down on that. Okay. And then the way to like pull your bones, obviously, is best way is just to cut the edges off the back end to separate it from the meat line going down, and then you're just gonna run your thumb down the front, so you get like a nice clean separation of the bone, right? And it really helps maintain like the structural integrity, and you end up with these wicked like rib fingers per se. And what's cool about this is that even if you're not making like a ramen, what you could do is you could, at this point, if you take all the bones out, you can actually reproduce a better version of like the McRib, if you really wanted to. Hey, Chris, man, thank you so much for jumping on, dude. I appreciate you for being here, brother. Yeah, I miss you too, bro. And I definitely will. Yes, I will say hi to Shannon and Rosemary for you. Shannon will probably be home in the next little bit here, so I'll make sure to mention that, all right? You have a good rest of your day as well. I think it's like more in the evening for you, so you have a good rest of your night. And as always, man, stay in touch, brother. You don't know, man? It's still raw? Well, unfortunately, then I don't know if you know what cooked or raw is. Because if it was raw, you wouldn't actually be able to pull the bone completely clean. Okay. And of course, also, when you're cleaning the rib, make sure that you check the top ends. Like, you'll see like there's always a little bit of these small bones from the knuckles. Okay, like something like that. Right, that you always have to just make sure that you can pull out whenever you see them or when you feel them with your hand. Okay, just because you don't want to have to you don't want to take a big bite, put your teeth down on it, and potentially crack a tooth, as it were. Because again, sometimes they're not cleaned especially great depending on the butcher. Okay, so I got that. Boom. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay that down there. And I'm going to take some of this stock that we got going right here and just lay a little stock on the base of the pan. What that's going to do is that it's going to just help the bottoms remain hydrated because I'm also then going to be putting a little bit of barbecue sauce on that as well. LMFAO, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Appreciate you. All right, so that's there. I'm going to go ahead with one more of the ribs. I'm looking for one of the shorter stack ones. Here we go. All right, we'll keep the tall ones for another dinner. Cool. Okay, there's where your thumb. Boom, just like that. Nice, nice and clean. Go pull off some of that extra silver skin that's there. Okay. Hey man, I appreciate you for being here, man. Who am I cooking? The souls of my enemies, baby. Yeah, if you're asking what am I cooking tonight, I'm actually making a braised rib ramen, or like a type of ramen soup with like some nice ramen noodles. Making like a barbecue pork broth that I had kind of from the braising liquid, as well as the I had some extra collagen rich stock that I made, or that I had left over from a previous time of cooking some nice short ribs earlier this week. So, just to have that nice rich fat content, I just added that in as well. And it should give off this really nice like barbecue type flavor, which I think is awesome. Have I had banana spring rolls? Yes, I have. Yes, I believe that's in Filipino. That's turon. I did make those not too long ago. Actually, maybe a long time ago. Maybe about 6 weeks ago. Seal soup in the house. But we can make stew. Okay, so I'm going to pull that last rib out. Okay. And the one thing that I do notice with this particular cut of rib is that there is some like substantial like knuckle type meat. So I'm going to actually go ahead, or not knuckle meat, like the bone. So what I'm going to do is, all of that's located here at the front, right? So it's these things, right? So the idea is to just run your hand on it till you feel like, if you feel like harder bone type there, and you're just going to just give it a pop out. Okay. And I believe that should be it, except for this one, where it's just like a triangle bone. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, so now you got that full rib. Let's lay that down on the extra stock. I'm just going to take another hit of the stock. Right, put it on top. Just a little bit. It's snowing in Edmonton. Yeah, it was snowing this morning. Banana spring roll. I mean, I think that's what a lot of people would relate it to, or it's like banana wrapped in a spring roll wrapper. Either way, it's delicious. I mean, none of us can say it's not delicious. You know what I mean? And it really depends. I don't actually remember. I think you're probably right. It is plantain, but plantain is actually like a starchier version of a banana. But I mean, I think you're probably right where it is plantain, but the ones that I've had have always been usually banana. And I think that's usually just because of access to plantains, especially here in Canada. So a lot of the times, a lot of people don't want to travel like to other grocery stores, or it's not available at the grocery store that they are going to, I guess. But I mean, either way, if you guys have like banana turon or any of like what do you call it, banana or plantain wrapped in spring roll and deep fried, it's the best. And one of the telltales of a really good version of that. Yeah, and these days a lot of places have plantains. It really just depends on like if they can get it and like if they're actually any good. Because a lot of the times the plantains that I do find are super underripe, where you would use it for like more of a starch for like as a savory dish. But yeah, if you guys anybody out there has a chance to give the banana wrapped spring roll a try, the really great telltale sign of a good one is when it's fried, they actually sprinkle sugar over top of it in the oil. What that does is it really helps caramelize that sugar on top, and then they let it drain. So it's really crispy and exceptionally sweet all the way through. And then of course you're gonna pair it with like some really good like type of caramel dipping sauce. It's incredibly nice. Yeah, I remember growing up with it. Excuse me. Yeah, because I it's one of those dishes that really kind of reminds me of home, just like I guess like pancit or lumpia. You know what I'm saying? Or just like any of the standards, adobo, stuff like that. What's going to be the toppings of the banana slit? So essentially, it's going to just be like a what do you call it? In this case, I'm using Neapolitan ice cream. So it's going to be like your chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry ice cream. Just a scoop of that, and then on top of that, it's going to be just like a quarter of a banana or a half a banana cut into quarters. Instead of peanuts today, I'm going to be using crushed up M&Ms, but these are the peanut M&Ms. So I thought that'd be a really great way to go. 10 for 30 pesos in the Philippines. I know. Like it's crazy. Then I'm going to just use a little bit of caramel sauce, a little bit of instant chocolate sauce. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to use any whipped cream. We don't have any cherries. So I'm just going to do like a basic, super basic banana type split. Yeah, yeah. Miss Liz, how are you? ¿Cómo está? How are you today? I hope you're having a really great Tuesday. Actually, in fact, I hope everyone here is having a great Tuesday. Because I know today it's warm out, but it did snow last night, but it's still, the weather's amazing. So I can't complain. Perfect. So that's on the go right there. So then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and just a little bit of barbecue sauce on top. Okay. So I can just go ahead and brush it thinly. Okay. Nice brushing of that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and shoot that into the oven. All right. Yeah, so I'm just going to just do that in a couple runs. So I'm probably going to do that maybe 2 or 3 times to get just a really nice crust going on that. So while that's going, I have this nice kind of just basic barbecue broth in the back right now. Okay, so it's mostly like it's pork stock. You can taste the fat content. It has a good amount of like sourness from the barbecue sauce, from the initial marinade, stuff like that. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and start bulking it up to give it more of like a ramen-ness to it. You bought banana ketchup. To be honest with you, you can use it for everything, dude. One of the things I really do love is that when you do like, what do you call it? When you do like fried spam on rice with an egg, just a little bit of banana ketchup on the side. It's amazing. Technically, banana ketchup you would use in place of regular ketchup, but you can also, if you have chili paste or you have like sambal or something like that, add that to your banana ketchup, and you basically have like a sweet chili sauce. like on the go, right? It's really, really nice. Or if you have the sweet chili sauce, add a little bit of Kewpie mayo as well. Give that a stir, and then you have a great dipping sauce for, again, plantain or potato fries, which is amazing. Or you can use it as well with what do you call it, like onion rings, stuff like that. But again, you would just, with banana ketchup, you can also just replace with regular ketchup. Another thing to actually, if you're going to have banana ketchup, make a Filipino burger. I highly recommend that. Just because what that is essentially, if you were to make a Filipino style burger, it's ground pork with what do you call it? With your longanisa, uncased longanisa, and ground up the longanisa with your ground pork and make burger patties. Okay. Then on, like, if you can find an ube bun that's not sweet, like more like a potato bun, I would recommend that with a fried egg, and then your little bit of what do you call it, banana ketchup, a little bit of nice Kewpie mayonnaise, a couple pickles, some jalapenos, and a little bit of fried onion. It's amazing. And if you had some nice thinly sliced and really crisp potato, or again ube or something like that, that will go the distance in terms of texture and flavor. Yes. Oh my God, yeah, Filipino burger. And Caitlin, how are you? It's great to see you. Hope you're having a really great Tuesday. Okay, so in here, I just added a touch of sesame oil. All right. Then I'm going to add in, because it's not that salty, so I'm going to add in just a little bit of this brown braising sauce. Okay, just a dash of that, because it is very strong in terms of sodium. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and add in just another dash. We're going to add in just a little bit of powdered mushroom stock. And you're going to also add in just a little bit extra chicken stock. Because again, for the braise, for the ribs, wasn't super strong. It just had to be flavorful enough to impart a good amount of flavor into the meat, but without being overpowering. You really wanted to control that at the end. Okay, so I'm going to let that go. Actually, yeah, I'm going to let that go and get a nice crust on the top. I think in this case, I'm actually going to put it on broil. So at least it just cooks the top and not the thing as a whole. Okay. All right. So as that goes, so that's chicken stock, that's mushroom stock, and then what you need to add to any good ramen is just a little bit of white miso. But in this case, we're using the shiro miso. So it is white miso based, but it is with the shiro flavoring. Okay. Boom. Okay, and we'll just let that dissolve. So what this will do is it kind of creates like the white miso base, but with like a barbecue, like a hint of that barbecue sauce that's in it. All right. Okay, and then to that, I'm just going to add just a small squeeze of hoisin. Balance out that sweetness. All right, and we let that just kind of do its thing for a second. Cooking it up. Yeah, you know it, dude. Cool. Yeah, so now you're starting to get this really nice miso fragrance, which is gorgeous. Yep. Right, and now at this point, since it's had a chance to simmer, all of the excess fat and collagen is now dispersed really evenly within the broth, right? And that's kind of what you're looking for, is it to be really not cloudy, but like you can see the oil is slicked, but it's in spots. The broth itself is nice and dark. Yeah. Yeah, I might add just a touch more sesame to that. Okay, and then I'm also going to go with a hit of the white pepper, just to kind of add just a little bit of spice, like savory spice to it. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to bring up the heat on the broth once more to about a 3, because all I want to do is use the broth to reheat the noodles. And that'll essentially kind of put it on deck for that. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the ribs. Here we go. Right on. Gonna go with another hit of the barbecue sauce. Okay. And then I'm just gonna give that just a quick brushing. Because again, you just kind of just trying to generate like a nice simple crust on the top of the rib meat. Okay, and that to me is super important. Okay. Ocean, thank you so much. Appreciate you for the follow. Brandon, it's raw. And Nanners has hit the chat. Looks good though. Yeah, it's going to be good. You know it is. Is it laggy for anyone else out there? Maybe. Okay, so I got that on the go right there. Perfect. So, let's see what we got in here. Ah. All right. A little bit of sprouts, a little bit of this, and some older green onions. Okay, so I got some green onions dying in the fridge, so I might as well just go ahead and use them up as much as I can. All right. So I'm just going to slice up a little bit of green onion, just so I have a little bit of some garnish, but I'm also going to take the excess whites and I'm going to leave them in the broth. In the, what do you call it? The miso broth, just because I want to impart a little bit of that green onion flavor to it as well. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to keep some of that on the side as is. Okay, I'm going to cut the root ends off of the green onion pieces, like so. Wham. Okay, I'm just going to take these whole, throw them in, just so that it takes on that little bit of extra flavor. There's no lag? Hey, right on, dude.
It was just me. I'm special.
Oh, it's just, yeah. Shannon you must have just been connecting to the Wi-Fi. All right. All right, so we got the ends good to go. Those are in, and that's just going to go ahead and simmer out for the next couple minutes. Yeah, while I get the noodles and stuff ready for the bowls, because I think we're pretty much good on plating. Again, this is just a shorter live stream today. Yeah, bold. D, thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate you. Brandon, Michael, you guys are all good, dudes. Thank you so much. Who am I cooking for? I'm cooking for my partner. She just got home from work. So, as usual, I always try to make sure that she has something nice when she walks in the door. And Robert, it's going good, man. How are you? How's your Tuesday going? Hope it's going well. Oh, my back. All right, so I got that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put that back down to low. Let's go ahead with just a nice hit of the ramen noodles. Okay. Okay. Nice good stack of that. Boom. And then I'm gonna pull out my ribs. Yeah, right on. Boom, just like that. So now I got my ribs out. Again, so they're boneless. If anyone just joined, I went ahead and took the ribs, the ribs bones out. Now it's just meat, right? I left them in the oven about 500 degrees on the broiler just to get that top solidified with the nice sauce. So I did 2 hits of that, and it's just nice and glazed overall. Okay. So now I'm just gonna go move on to the plating for the ramen noodles. Yo, I know everyone's feeling their back meat. You know what I mean? Bright Char, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yo, I will say, banana split, ain't nobody's doing it right now. Like, not a lot of places are just bothering with a banana split, and I felt nostalgic. So, like, you know what I mean? D, I felt that. Yo, I know, man. Michael, thank you so much for the follow. And Amul, thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, and the best part about getting a banana split is I remember like back in the day at like Dairy Queen, you'd be like, hey, can I get a banana split? And they give you the 3 mounds of ice cream, but they'd let you choose the sauces. Like, does anyone remember when that used to happen? And then you can like top it with like whatever you wanted. But there was like a tiny thing. So it's just like a small pinch of different flavors. So you can just kind of, it's like an adventure through like a dessert. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I remember seeing like wicked Sundays, like when we were in Vegas, these people are eating these like gnarly, huge, phobe type size bowls of banana split. But it would be just toppings on toppings. And like, it's always split into sections. It's amazing. Yeah, no one does pineapple on like on a split, dude. Pineapple and strawberry with it. Yeah, dude. That shit is crazy. To me, what I really loved was like you get a DQ sundae, like do it Sunday style, but it's like chocolate, caramel, chocolate, and then covered in peanuts. Like just like a peanut butter parfait, but like just like sideways. Yeah, DQ used to be bigger than it is now. And 5, thank you so much for the follow. A pineapple upside down cake. You know what? I haven't made like a pineapple and caramel upside down cake in like a long time. I should actually make one for my next live, I think. Oh man, banana split full caramel, my man. Oh my god, yo! Because I also remember it was caramel, and remember when like places like DQ or even like Peter's Drive-In, they used to have like a marshmallow sauce. Like you used to put marshmallow sauce and then caramel on top of it, right? That with like a small pinch of salt was nuts. Yeah, I love a good classic, dude. I really do. Pineapple and pizza. To be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan, but I mean, if it's there, I'll eat it. I won't complain about it too much. Yeah. Nanners will definitely, it will definitely mangle up a pizza with pineapple on it. Lemon poke cake with whipped cream. Oh my lord. Yo, I haven't made one of those in months either. In like 6 months, 8 months. Those are a classic too. Bananas aren't what they used to be? Absolutely. Because I feel like they're just like, they're really industrially made. So like they're just, they have flavor, but they're not as flavorful as I would like them to be perfectly honest. Peanuts on top too, 100%. Oh my lord, yeah. And especially it's like salted or honey roasted peanuts. It's fire. It's absolutely just, it devastates your insides. Yeah, but at least for like the most part, if you've had like a real like what do you call it, like an indigenous banana, it's full of like these crazy large seeds and shit from the jungle. But there's still more flavor in those than there is on the bananas that we have now. But I mean, for what it is, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm just gonna clean up just a banana really quickly because I do actually have a half.
What are the ingredients for the banana split? Someone's asking.
Okay, so the oh man, crushed cornflakes, that's a dream, dude. The ingredients on the split basically are it's going to be Neapolitan ice cream. I'm going to take this half banana, cut into quarters, throw that into a bowl with it. Instead of peanuts, I'm just going to do what do you call it? I'm going to do these peanut crushed M&Ms. Okay, it's going to be a little bit of caramel sauce, a little bit of chocolate sauce. Probably, I mean, as is tradition, I'm going to do some like Score bar pieces, like Score bar crumble. And yeah, I don't have any whipped cream or cherries or anything, so I'm just going to keep it pretty. What do you call it? Pretty easy. How to make asam laksa. Are you talking about like the I believe it's Indonesian? Laksa. Laksa is Malaysian, Indonesian? To be honest with you, if I recall, it's a rice dish, correct? No, it's a noodle dish. Damn, I haven't made laksa in like a long time. You can just tell. It's Malaysian? Yeah, you can tell I haven't made that shit in a long time. To be honest with you, if you want the most legit recipe, look up a guy online. His name is Mark Weens. He goes to Malaysia and he's had laksa on so many occasions that when you watch his videos, you can actually see them cooking the laksa in the wok, fresh on the street. It's awesome. Because I wouldn't say I know the most authentic recipe. The best recipes is, to be honest, I get inspired by his stuff all the time. Where am I from? I'm from Calgary, Alberta. I was born in the Philippines, but raised here. And Caitlin, thank you so much for the rose. Good to see you. How are you today? Hey, Flex, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Okay, so I got the noodles. They're nice and warm. Let's go ahead and pull those guys out of the water as best we can. Oops. So you know what I will do? I'm going to do this.
Caitlin said they're feeling under the weather.
Feeling under the weather. You guys all catching that flu right now? Because I know my... Oops. So you know what I will do? I'm going to do this.
Caitlin said they're feeling under the weather.
Feeling under the weather. You guys all catching that flu right now? Because I know my... All right, sorry about that. If anyone can hear me, it was my phone went off. All right, yeah, my phone just went off, so I had to cut that call short.
Why don't you put your phone in Do Not Disturb?
Oh, I don't know. I just I haven't had that problem before. Ain't nobody calling me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and throw these nice strained noodles into here. Wham. Okay, so I got these nice. They're seasoned. That's heated up in the broth. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I have a little bit of cabbage. Okay, what I have here is a little bit of cabbage. Throw that into here. So it's just not a lot of cabbage. You just need enough to have like a bit of crunch to offset the textures, right? And then I got a little bit of these bean sprouts. Same thing. Do that. Just give them a quick submerge into the stock, right? Because all you're doing right now is just trying to rapidly warm them without going like too crazy, all right? Boom. Like that. Okay. Then you're going to go with one of the ribs. Okay, so then let's go ahead and slice off some nice pieces. Okay, so yeah, that's the look of them, right? Nice, soft, supple. Okay, and really nicely glazed. That's really important part. Okay, let's do just another couple pieces because it looks flat. Bang. Okay. And Caitlin, no worries, man. I do appreciate when you do roll through. Thank you so much. And favorite Filipino dish? Man, to be honest with you, I'm gonna say like, oh man, for sure it's got to be lumpia, and like right next to it, like to share first, it's going to be lechon, 100%. Like the crispy skin lechon, with like either hoisin sauce or like that plum sauce, sweet and sour sauce. Oh man, just because like I think it just reminds me of every single holiday growing up as like a kid. You know what I mean? It could be literally New Year's, Christmas, Valentine's, Tuesday. It can be any one of those things, and it's always lechon, you know? And pork and lemongrass with garlic is one of the, because I remember doing that at one of the restaurants. We did a whole pig roast. It took about, oh man, closer to 26 hours to do it full. But we stuffed the inside with it was lemongrass, gailon, banana leaves, fresh lemons, fresh limes, calamansi, and then just like handfuls of like Asian spices. It was amazing because in my opinion, pork and lemongrass is like is a magical mix. You know what I mean? Just magical. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead with some of the nice ramen broth. Shoot that in. There we go. Okay, and then you're just going to garnish this thing with just a little bit of green onions. Okay, and there we are. Nice barbecue rib ramen. Down in the pit covered. Oh, absolutely, bro. Oh my lord, yes. Okay, so again, that's this. And what I am forgetting, just because... Now, where did I put ye? There you are.
Right there.
Right there. Okay, and just like any good noodle, you know what I'm saying? It always needs just a little bit of chili crunch. Not only does it give it just a touch of heat, it gives you that little bit of chili texture that really goes the distance, especially when it comes to, any type of Asian soup. All right? Angela, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you. Bubblegum. I mean, if you're in Calgary, man, you know what I'm saying? We always say, doors open, we'll have a plate on the table for you, bro. All right. You want chopsticks or you want to, you want to fuck it up with a spoon?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I have a spoon in there right now. And let's do... No chopsticks. Denied.
There needs to be another close-up of the ramen.
Another close-up of the ramen. Here we are.
Give the people what they want.
FedEx plates to Toronto. Damn. Okay. Nice and easy. Right? Nothing too crazy. Right? So it should be nice, rich, a little bit sweet, a little bit savory, some sour. So all the textures are all generally there, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and if you guys will excuse me, I'm just going to give this to Shannon. She had a long day at work, so I want to make sure she gets fed.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. All right. And since there's no BB, I don't have to worry about plating hers. Oh.
Nope, she's off doing whatever BB.
Nope, she's on her own adventure this afternoon. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this day off with just a little bit of that nice... Yeah, and what's even funnier is I remember this is all theoretical. All right? Like, this is something, an idea that came about, I think maybe 2 or maybe 4 lives ago, where we were making some nice braised pork short ribs or ribs again, And I thought I'll save some of it because it's so collagen and fat heavy, right? So instead, what flavor am I hitting with the ribs? Today I hit it with the nice maple Diana sauce. But in this case, I also braised it in here. But I turned some of that Diana sauce and one of our braised rib stocks that we saved up from a few lives ago. We turned it into ramen stock. So now we're having ramen with ribs, right? Thought that would be dank as fuck.
Can confirm.
Yeah, Shannon does deserve a bowl of ramen. And as well as like when everyone woke up this morning and it was like hella snow for no reason, I thought it would be just a great day to have like a good hit of noodles, you know? Yes, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's a ramen night. Absolutely. Coconut milk, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Banana split with peanuts. So check this out. So instead of peanuts today, because I don't have any, I'm actually going to replace the peanuts with peanut butter M&Ms. I think that would be crazy. Jess, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. And guys, welcome to the live. You know what I'm saying? You're going to love the community in here. Yeah, bone broth for tissue health? Absolutely. Anything is good. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get on plating for that nice ice cream. Okay. Just so I can have that on deck when Shannon finishes her soup. Because when it comes to ramen, she can literally decimate a soup in less than 5 minutes.
True story.
Very true story. Hey, Lambo, thank you so much for the fire, bro. I appreciate you, man. Okay, so actually, we'll just do you want a large one or a small one?
Big one.
Just a small one, right? Okay, we'll do it in this. Okay, so again, I have since it's noodle night, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with one of that. Yeah, you've witnessed it. You've also witnessed her, like, the first bite when there's chili in it, she just, like, kind of mildly chokes.
Facts.
So funny. Yo, I know it's cute, right? Like, Shannon helped me find it. I love this thing, man. And also, what's awesome is that it comes with, like, its little spoon. Right? Like, look at this fucking thing. Goes in the side. Isn't that awesome? Not a sponsor. They should, but, you know.
It's the perfect size bowl for like ice cream.
Yes, it is. Yeah, like she said, it is the perfect serving size for like a good amount of ice cream. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead with that. All right. So first, I'm going to start with. Again, I go with the Breyers because the funny thing about Breyers, much like there's a couple other ice creams that do this, where you can pull it out of a full-ass frozen, like a freezer, and it's actually still good and soft. Like, it's still scoopable, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to get some hot water on my spoon. Just get some hot water on the spoon, and I'm just going to get some nice scoops of that going here. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with 2 scoops. That was her prison name, Shannon 2 Scoops.
What?
All right, so we. All right, so we got some of that ice cream in there. Boom. All right. So then I'm going to hit with, there's a little bit of this caramel sauce. All right. What I love about this caramel sauce is that it's for ice cream. So it actually, what do you call it? It doesn't harden. It just stays liquidy. We're going to hit with just a little bit of the chocolate sauce. Like that. Okay. So then got that schmear going. You're not over the prison pocket from last. Yo. Oh my lord. Fresh strawberry ice cream and their cookies and cream. Oh man. Yo, the cookies and cream is fire. Oh my lord, yes. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is? All right, so then on top I have my what do you call it? I got my peanut butter M&Ms. Just going to go ahead and crack just a little bit over top of that. What kind of content do I make? It's mostly when I do lives, it's just just cooking stuff. I'm just cooking dinner, answering questions about food, stuff like that. Throw some sprinkles. Oh my lord. Hey Lambo, which one do you want? You want these little ones? You got little stars. We got them long joints, and we got the unicorns. And Hearts, hey man, how you doing? Hey, Flex, man, I appreciate you all the way, man. Thank you so much. All? Yo, thanks for the lion, dude. I appreciate it. The long ones. All right. You know, and everyone else is like, yo, just slap it on. So I'm going to go ahead. For Lambo, I'm going to go ahead and just a little bit of these little sprinkles right there. And then for everyone else, you're from Montreal? Right on, dude. I love Montreal. Okay, I'm going to throw on just a couple of those unicorns. Yo, Shannon, you're going to catch beaties. Sorry.
What?
You're going to catch, like, the diabetes.
Okay.
All right? Sorry, but that's, it's everyone's request. Okay, so there's all the sprinkles. All right? Yeah. Okay, so then I got that on there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mixture of, I have, as usual, these are the score pieces. Right? So they're just little chunks of it. So it's little caramel pieces. Boom. Okay? And then, what should I finish it off with? You know what it needs?
I don't know, we gotta stick a banana in there somehow.
Yep.
Good luck with that.
Oh, I got it. Shit. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that in half. Get it length. Okay. Again, what I like to do is when I do my bananas, you got to cut it in quarters. And the reason being is because this allows the person with the spoon to cut it much easier. Okay. All right, so I'll just go with 3 just because. And then to give it a little bit more life. A little bit of that, right? And then, where's my fucking, there it is. A little drizzle. Yep. And then just a little hit of salt on top of that. Right? And the only thing this is pretty much good to go, but I'm thinking, and this doesn't happen too often, so I'm just trying to, hold on. Go. And a nice white chocolate macadamia cookie just at the end. Right? So this is a pretty basic, nice, easy, small ice cream sundae. Yeah. Looks not too bad, eh? Hey, Matt, thank you so much for the rose, bro. Yeah. So again, nice, easy, simple. But again, you know, like just like every ice cream dish, you just gotta just lay it on. You just gotta just smash it down with some good stuff. You know what I mean? And then we're pretty much good to go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Again, I think we're pretty much up at the time for the live. Yeah. D basic. Yeah. Beep K Beep, thanks so much for the follow, dude. Yeah, so that's pretty much for the end of the live. So guys, if you haven't already, anybody in here, please hit the follow button. Again, I do replays on my YouTube channel where I re-upload all of these episodes. So if you missed anything, you want to get you want to replay on what I cooked or how I cooked it, go ahead. You can go onto my page. On my link tree is in the description to all my YouTube pages. All right, give that shit a follow if you can. Holly, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you as well. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions for future lives, stuff like that. D, thank you so much for the donuts. And what is that?
That's coffee.
Whipped coffee. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And Taz Siva, thank you so much. And D, thank you so much for the popcorn and the cake. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yeah, but if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, go ahead. Don't feel afraid to hit me in the DMs. By all means, I'm more than willing to help you out. As well as if you need help with recipes, ideas for recipes with ingredients that you currently have, hit me in the DMs as well. I'm more than happy to try to hit you guys up as soon as humanly possible to give you suggestions on all that stuff. Hi, please respond. What did you send me a DM or what? I assume you might have just sent me a DM, so I will respond to that as fast and humanly possible. All right, but until next time, guys, I will be. When did I start learning to cook? When I was 7. I started in kitchens professionally, or like as a job, when I was 13. I was a dishwasher. I became a line cook and a prep cook at 15. Gee, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, all you guys have a good rest of your Tuesday. Have a good, safe, and awesome rest of your week. Hopefully it's not too stressful. And I will be back again Thursday, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, as per usual. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing for my next live, but you guys have a good rest of your night, and I will catch you all then, all right? Hell yeah. So take care, and have a good one. Cheers. That's awkward. It's not leaving. There we go.